Hello everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75. Welcome to another Transformers Redo review. Yeah, I want to do this one for a couple of reasons really. One, I actually really like these figures. I mean, they're not the greatest actually action figures, but they are great just figures. Hard to explain that one. And yeah, there was another reason. I'm actually selling this box on eBay, so it's going to be my last chance to do a review on these figures with the box and everything. So I thought, why not? Right, so anyway, so let's start here. These are, of course, the Decepticon clones, Pounce and Wingspan. These were never released in England, and I was always so gutted because I loved when they appeared. I think it was on the only one cartoon they did appear on, which was Transformers The Rebirth. Obviously, that was just a showcase for loads of new figures coming out, because the figure would appear, or a character would appear for like literally 2 seconds, then disappear, never to be seen again, including these two. Fantastic. I love the concept of these as well, because this is when gimmicks were so prevalent in the Transformers figures. Yeah, so obviously you got two robots that look the same that transform into different things, and that to me was fantastic. So obviously you got Wingspan here, he transforms into an eagle, I believe. His motto is knowledge is the most deadly weapon of all. He obviously collects information on people. And then you've got Pounce, function infiltrator, and terror is the stage on which I perform. I love mottos like that. I don't know why. That one, I think Decepticon's got a good one as well. So that is the box, and yeah, I've had this box for a long time. I'm actually a bit sad to see it go, but I do need the money. I don't have yeah, I don't have a lot of money at the moment, so it's a needs must. So these are the instructions that you get. Let's have a look what we got. So it's just nice simple instructions. They're not exactly hard to follow, to be honest, but do have those. Right, so let's get on to the figures themselves. So these are our identical figures. I'm just going to slightly move this box around so the light isn't glaring on it. So these are our figures that we get. Can you tell which is which? Probably not from this angle. Certainly if you look around the back, you're going to notice which one's which, because they ain't exactly identical on the back. But there we go. So who are we going to start with first? Let's start with Wingspan here. Now he is quite a good robot. The only articulation you're really going to get is in the arms. You're not going to get any head articulation really. None in the legs, unfortunately. Yeah. So we take off these guns, can't remember what they're called, apart from guns. We're going to fold these hands away. Now these are notoriously hard to get out once you put them away, so generally when I transform these, I never put the hands away. They do have like a little tab if you're lucky to get your finger in there and get it out. Usually you've got to use a knife or something like that. Anyway, right, so you put them down like that, and that is how they stay, I believe. It does look like you can move them here, but these are just moulded in to make it look like Pounces, who does move. Is that right? Yeah, his move. I can't understand why. I can't remember. Oh yeah, yeah. His one's move. Wingspans don't. Right. So anyway, next we're gonna fold the head forward. Then we're gonna collapse the legs into the abdomen. This pushes out the eagle head. If I can use my thumb to get the eagle head out, and then you just rotate the head away. Tuck it away in there, and there we have his eagle head. Just as a side note. Usually on these figures you've got the one usual rub sign there, and then you had a second which would show when you put your finger on it which one you had, whether it would have an eagle head or a puma head. These ones, however, just have Decepticon signs. I have no idea why. These weren't fakes or nothing like that, because these came out, well, I bought these long before they even made fakes of these toys. Well, I don't even think they made fakes of these ones. So I don't know why that is. Maybe it was a first run, a second run, I'm not totally sure. But either way, a nice little variation. I have had a look on eBay, and I still can't see. The only ones I can find are the ones with the rub signs. I kind of do prefer that, but it would be nice to have the decent rub sign. To be honest, I'd like to have had the weird rub sign in place of that one. I've never understood the point of that. Anyway, let's continue with the transformation. And all we do with this section is we fold that out, fold the legs round to give him that weird bird look, and then fold the wings out. Now he does have really small, tiny looking wings that don't look as if they actually do a lot to make him fly. He does have a nice big Decepticon logo on his back there. You can, if you want, but I don't really always like the look of this, you can plug these guns into these ports here. Yes, I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest, but you can do it. I'm going to put him to the side now anyway. But that is Wingspan in his Eagle mode. A lot with these figures, especially these later generation figures, I think these coming about 1987 or 88, you did have to use your imagination a lot with these. So here is Pounce, obviously, again. Practically the same robot mode. If you haven't got so many moving parts like these arms, like again, these will fold in like that. They're just moulded detail, which makes it look. And for me, brilliant. They've never made updated figures of these. I wish they would, because I think these days, especially if they put their minds to it, they'd be brilliant. I don't know, did a couple of third parties do a couple of the Autobot clones? If they did, it obviously didn't interest me because they must have looked rubbish. But that's a personal note, but there we go. Right, okay, let's transform this guy. Again, the only articulation we're getting is in those arms. Oh, pardon me there. Right, let's see if I can remember how to transform this. We fold the hands away. Again, that's really tough. We fold that down, fold the arms in. Then we fold the head forward. Fold the Puma head out. And then we fold the robot head in, and that collapses around it. And then I think, do I push these in? I cannot remember for the life of me. Maybe not. I remember that this section, you just had to bring this section all the way around from the rear. Fold these little tiny Puma legs out. Oh yeah, and he's got a tail. I almost forgot that. I always forget that one. And there is your Pounce in Puma mode. Now, it looks rubbish. It really does. Normally, some people have a go at me for swearing, most notably my wife. And some other people on YouTube, but I used to swear a lot on these videos, and I'll probably use a bit of a stronger word than rubbish for this. It's just terrible. It's a shame. A lot of compromises went into the robot mode to make it look obviously identical to his partner, Wingspan, and that is where you can see it had problems. Because the legs here are just really bad, and the back ones, I don't know what is going on with those back ones, but it really does let it down. And the head, it just looks a bit small and a bit... It's a good head, I'll give it that. It just don't look as good as the artwork. The artwork looks really good, and what you get is a bit lacking, if you want my opinion. But, you know... But saying that, it's all right, I suppose. I remember when I got this, I can't remember how old I was, probably about 18, give or take. And I thought, wow, look at that, that's good now. I'm glad I got these toys to go with everything now. These days, I seem to be collecting either just the Generations or the Masterpiece line, to be honest. I like the Masterpiece line because it gives me all these classic figures, but just really good detail and articulation. And the Generations, just because it sort of does the same, but with a lot cheaper price for starters, and more figures, really, doesn't it? Like the Combiner Wars, and obviously the new ones, the Titan Returns. Yeah. Right, so that is Pounce and Wingspan. Again, yeah, you can fit these guns into here, into these little slots here if you want. He does have some different weapons. He has look like bayonet sort of things. Again, I don't like the look of that. It looks a little strange, if you want my opinion. So I'm not a fan of that massively. To be honest, I'm not actually a massive fan of displaying them in their alt modes, because I just think they look a bit... His one don't look too bad. Pounce is definitely the loser of the two, unfortunately. Saying that, though, they're good figures, and when you've got them displayed in this box, as they have been... Unfortunately now I can't, because they're on eBay. They did look good, and I wish I could. I just don't have the room, and I need the money, unfortunately. So there we go. Yes. Anyway, right, this has been Graham, the Collector 75. I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.